So let me get this right. You're trying to find a cure for your symptoms. Itchy palms, itchy eyes, itchy nose, dry nose, migraines, hurting foot, stomach cramps, and you stumble down a TikTok rabbit hole full of questionable advice from so-called experts. There are better ways to get answers you want and the care you deserve from trusted professionals and not random people on the internet. ZocDoc helps you find expert doctors and medical professionals that specialize in the care you need and deliver the type of experience you want. ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient-reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun. On ZocDoc, you will find doctors who focus on you, listen to you, and prioritize your care. Those surprise twists might work for podcasts, dating, parenting, but maybe not for medical care. With ZocDoc, there are no alarms and no surprises. Choose from thousands of patient-reviewed doctors and specialists, browse doctor profiles, upload and verify your insurance information, and get the care you need. When I moved to DC, I had no idea what I was doing to find a doctor. I got some referrals. They were all booked and busy. So what did I do? I went to ZocDoc, and I was able to not only find a primary care doctor for myself, I was also able to find a doctor for my kids. Go to ZocDoc.com/think and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/think. ZocDoc.com/think. Welcome to the Think Loud Crew podcast. 3 moms getting real about parenthood, relationships, and the WTF moments of our daily lives.
Hey guys, it's Cheyenne. And when I say life has been lifing, I really want to put that on a t-shirt because I feel like life has been lifing. But I feel like only people who listen to the podcast will understand what I mean when I say that. The past few weeks have been absolutely crazy in a good way, in a bad way, and just a whatever way. I don't even know how to explain it. I hope everybody had a good New Year's. We went to Dubai for New Year's and lost our minds. We had so much fun out there. I keep saying that if I was still young and didn't have kids and had a shit ton of more money, I would pack up and move. I feel like it was such a fun experience and such a fun trip. I'm trying to figure out how I can go back in a few months. I feel like there's some places that you travel to and visit and it's like, oh, okay, that was cool. But you don't ever have to go back there. I feel like Dubai is a place that I'm figuring out how I can go back there, how I can invest. We had a couple real estate meetings out there and it was just, everything just looks so promising. It's almost like you're stepping into the future. But we had such a good New Year's, such a good, start to the New Year's. And it was exciting. It was an exciting, fun couples trip. You can't travel with everybody. And the group that we traveled with, it was such a good travel group. And I think, it just really made me see that I am adulting and I have adult friends that are married, that have kids. And I'm just wow, is this, the next stage of my life that this is what it is now? When we returned home, reality hit so quick, y'all. It was not even fair or funny. I did miss the last podcast because my jet lag was so freaking bad. But on top of that, I swear I got food poisoning on my flight home and it was terrible. So the flight from LAX to Dubai and Dubai to LAX is around 16 hours, 16 and some change. And it was the longest flight ever, I swear. So on the way there, prior to anything, Zach and I bought our tickets a while ago, and our tickets combined round trip were not bad. It was less than $3,000, and for both of us. And I feel like we really lucked up on our tickets, as where everybody else that we know paid closer to $8 6,000, 7,000. So when we got to the airport at LAX, we asked if we could upgrade. We're on Emirates, and I always heard that if you ask at the gate, that Emirates will sell you a seat for like $1,000 or cheaper in their business and or their first class. Now, if you guys have seen Emirates first or business class, those are like $15,000 to $30,000 tickets. So we really lucked up. We were able to upgrade to business class, and on our way there, it was such a fun experience just because their business class is so freaking nice. On the way home, we were so exhausted that I didn't care where I sat. You could have put me in the bottom of the plane. I just was ready to get home to my kids, and I did not care. Either way, there were no seats available to upgrade, so we were in economy, which still was not bad. Like, I slept majority of the flight up until this little girl started screaming her head off and was like violently throwing up, and it was a mess. And her parents kept on saying they think it was food poisoning, and I didn't think anything of it until I got off of my flight. And I'm sitting there, baggage came, and I keep telling Zach, I think you have to get the bags. Like, I need to sit down. And he's just looking at me like, okay. And I could tell he's trying to figure out if I'm just being lazy because I don't want to get the bags, or if I don't feel well, until I start running to get to the restroom. So I started throwing up at LAX, and I was simply just like, what is happening? And I could tell like something in my body was not right, and something was trying to get out of it as quick as possible. And it was just rough. We live about an hour from the airport, and I just kept on thinking, please don't let me shit myself in this Uber. Please don't let me throw up in this Uber. I just let me get home. So we got home. And that was actually the same day as Maya's surgery. So we were filming that day. And I'm just like, I just got off a 16-hour flight. I'm stepping into my house, vomiting. And this whole film crew is here to film. And I'm simply exhausted. We were only supposed to do 1 or 2 scenes, which I agreed to do prior to our trip, not realizing how exhausted I would be, or not realizing that I would be sick coming home. So, long story short, we come in, we get to like settle for a second. The crew comes inside, and we have a call with Corey just about how Maya's doing and stuff like that. Throughout the call, Corey's like, why do you guys look so hurt? Like, what's wrong with you two? Zach is like sweating profusely. I'm like clenching and trying to like just get through this call because I couldn't make it seem like there was anything going on with me, because he's the one dealing with like the real shit, you know. And you know how that will play out on TV world. So I'm just like fighting through this call, trying to like bring up my energy, not throw up, and not shit myself. We finish it, and immediately I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. But Zach beat me to the upstairs bathroom. So he was already up here in our bedroom, and I'm standing here also in our bedroom. And I'm like, before I could even get the words out to say, are you almost done? I just could not control it. I start throwing up in the sink. It's my WTF this week, so I'm just going to say it now. I'm throwing up, and at the same time, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, I'm shitting. I literally shit myself as I'm throwing up. I just could not control it, and at that moment, I knew I had food poisoning. I've had food poisoning before, and I'm just going to say this is not my first rodeo. So I'm just like, oh my Lord. Mind you guys, I'm wearing a Skims onesie from like their pajama collection, like the huge big fluffy ones, and I'm just like, oh, this is so gross. So I'm yelling at Zach that I need to get into the bathroom. He comes running out. I go running in, and at this very moment, I'm just like, I cannot tell this man that I just shit myself, like literally right now. So he's like asking me if I'm okay, and I'm just like, can you bring me a trash bag, a big one? And I quickly like throw myself in the shower, and I'm like, please ask the crew to leave, because at this moment I'm just done. I have nothing else to give anybody. And for the rest of the night, I was just throwing up and just not feeling well at all. Because I've had food poisoning before, I didn't want to go to the hospital because I feel like the last time I went, they just gave me some nausea medicine, and I have that at home. So I tried to just thug this one out, but it was so bad, you guys. I don't want to say I wish you were here, but it was so bad. So that was our first night home. Now, I've traveled all over the world, and I feel like I've never had as bad as jet lag as I've had coming back from Dubai. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure it's because I now have 2 kids that I'm taking care of. I don't know, but this jet lag has been so bad. I find myself up during the day or sleeping, and then at like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., it's just like so hard to get to sleep. And everybody from our trip is literally all up at the same time. We're all talking. So it's kind of funny, but it's not funny at the same time. Now, fast forward maybe like 2 days after Dubai, Ryder starts to feel bad. She has a fever, she has a headache, she's vomiting. And that's where I'm at now. It's been 3 days now, and we've been going back and forth with whether or not we bring her into her genetics doctor. And today's going to be the telling day. If her fever comes back, then we have to go check her in. But if not, then she's in the clear. And I'm praying that she is, because that's the last thing that I want to do right now to her. And I know that's the last place that she wants to go. So, like I said, life has been lifing. We started the year off strong, and we just need to get through these next few days of sickness and get healthy again and continue to go strong this year. I kind of told you guys my story and my WTF at the same time. I hope I didn't gross anybody out, but trust me, I was grossed out, and it was myself, and it happened to myself. But I'm hoping that things start to turn around. If you guys can please send good energy and prayers my way, that would be amazing.
So let me get this right. You're trying to find a cure for your symptoms. Itchy palms, itchy eyes, itchy nose, dry nose, migraines, hurting foot, stomach cramps, and you stumble down a TikTok rabbit hole full of questionable advice from so-called experts. There are better ways to get answers you want and the care you deserve from trusted professionals and not random people on the internet. ZocDoc helps you find expert doctors and medical professionals that specialize in the care you need and deliver the type of experience you want. ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient-reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun. On ZocDoc, you will find doctors who focus on you, listen to you, and prioritize your care. Those surprise twists might work for podcasts, dating, parenting, but maybe not for medical care. With ZocDoc, there are no alarms and no surprises. Choose from thousands of patient-reviewed doctors and specialists, browse doctor profiles, upload and verify your insurance information, and get the care you need. When I moved to DC, I had no idea what I was doing to find a doctor. I got some referrals, they were all booked and busy. So what did I do? I went to ZocDoc, and I was able to not only find a primary care doctor for myself, I was also able to find a doctor for my kids. Go to ZocDoc.com/think and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/think. ZocDoc.com/think.
Hey, Think Loud crew, Shanan here. I'm actually coming to you from my car while I'm on set right now. I'm doing hair for a photo shoot, and I just wanted to come in, check in with you guys, and tell you that life is going really well. My new year is starting off really strong with being booked and busy, which I'm super blessed about. But I also wanted to come on here and say my advice of the week. So my advice of the week would be careful what you say to other parents, because I feel like I got shamed this weekend or looked down upon I was at a birthday party with Parker, and one of the parents is like, "Oh my God, I never see you at birthday parties." And it kind of rubbed me the wrong way just because I do my best as a working mother to show up everywhere, to be a part of all the, activities. But you know what? You can't make every single thing. And so I think my advice is just be careful what you say to other parents. You never know what's going on with them or what they're doing or how their lifestyle's going. Or maybe they need help, or maybe reach out and be like, "Hey, I see that you're not coming to all the birthday parties. Could I help out?" So yeah, I hope everyone's having a beautiful week. I hope everyone's being safe out there. If you're in LA, being safe with the rain and everything, all the weather's super crazy. So be safe. Stay blessed, and just be aware of what you say to other parents and people around you.
Hey everyone, this is R. So sad that Shannon and Cheyenne and I are not recording all together right now, but literally we all have so much going on right now, and I'm very proud of us. We've all been working hard and being patient and taking time to carve our paths out and like hone our skills. And we're being called on. So it's like every time I talk to Shannon now, I feel like she's on set. Cheyenne has been recording. She's, mom life. She's in the trenches. She's full, she's got her kiddos. She's managing her businesses, and she has a full schedule. And then for me right now, oh, here's one of my kids. Just mom life. About to start looking for a nanny in DC. I'm excited about that, and just kind of like what that means for me and like my newfound schedule and like scheduling needs. So when I first came to DC, y'all, I'm gonna be very honest. People are like, I've had a few people be like, "How did you know what you were gonna do? Like, how did you know like what your plan was?" I didn't. I didn't know. I came out here for family reasons, for my relationship, for myself. Like I've wanted to live on the East Coast for a while, but I didn't come out here with a set like I'm gonna get this kind of job or I'm gonna launch this kind of business. Like I just literally have been trying to figure it out because for the first time I really feel like I can, not that I haven't been able to be myself, but like I'm in a new landscape where like I have the opportunity to try new things or like to apply myself to industries or businesses or projects that I'm very passionate about and I care about. So yeah, if you heard our episode from last week, if you haven't, go listen to it. Shannon and I were just talking about our seasons and like, being ready to like listen and move forward from that. And I feel like I really took advantage of that time. And so now I kind of like, I have a plan. I know what I'm doing out here. So we are in January 2023. I do my doula certification classes at the end of the month. I've had a lot of people asking about the books that I'm reading, so I'm just going to name a few. I'm reading Mothering the New Mother, which has been very informational, and it's just like women's feelings and needs after childbirth. And it's a support and resource guide. So there's like a lot of different perspectives, stories in there from other women. So it's like, even if you don't see something that resonates with your story, like there are a lot of other opportunities to like learn from people, other moms in their moments, different cultures, different lifestyles. So that's been a really great book. I have not started this yet, but I'm excited to read The 9 Golden Months. This is the essential art of nurturing the mother to be. It's got a beautiful cover of like this food, so I'm really excited to read this. And like when I open the book, one of the first chapters I see is reclaiming our right to be held. Um, that still speaks to me. Like, yes, I needed that. It talks about the gift of intimacy. And then also recipes, food. How do you feed yourself well? Because food is such a huge part of our internal healing, as post pregnancy, post childbirth. So reading that is my next book to read. Of course, one of my favorites. We've got The Mommy Plan by Valerie Lynn. If you have not seen, we've actually featured her on the podcast before in the past, and we talk about postpartum.
postpartum planning, like planning your pregnancy recovery, and just how to restore your post-pregnancy body naturally. So using women's traditional wisdom. So that is a great book, and she also has a recipe book that I would definitely suggest that you check out if you are planning your pregnancy recovery or know any mommies who are entering that chapter of their life. I've got another book. I think it's in my bag. It has to do with like becoming a family of three. I've like skimmed it. I'm not all the way in that one yet. I'll share that a later time. And then one of my favorites, like it was on the list, is Black Fatherhood, Trials and Tribulations, Testimony and Triumph. So this is by Khalida White. This has been a really, really good book. It was very eye-opening for me to just hear Black fatherhood from so many different perspectives or stories, different cultural aspects. So these are kind of like this has been my reading list of the last month. So if you are an expecting mom, if you are just, someone asked for any recommendations for an aspiring postpartum doula, Mommy Plan and Black Fatherhood have definitely been very like inspirational and very eye-opening to me. And I would definitely suggest those just to help broaden your perspective and your insight, your outside, your experience and whatnot. So that on there. Outside of that, I've had a few people ask me for book recommendations, and to be honest, like I read books based off of like what I have going on in life. So like outside of pregnancy stuff, my mind right now is just going blank. I have no recommendations. I'm so sorry, people. Or my recommendations are like the Irish papers, ISIS paper. ISIS paper, I love, depends on what kind of books you want, fiction, non-fictional. If you haven't read The Invisible Man, go read The Invisible Man. Like, it depends on what you want. I still have people sending me messages asking if I'm living with my children's father. Like, yeah, we're in a relationship, like, full-fledged family over here. Like, that's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, that's still popping off. We're good over here. Recently, like I've had this question come up a few times where like, whose last name did you choose for your kids? Did you feel strongly either way? So in our household, actually, like full transparency, Boz and Zaire have different last names right now. Was born a Floyd, and Zaire is a Floyd DeWigway. We are in the process of changing Boz's last name, which is hyphenating, adding Wigway, but it's literally after COVID, there was like a delay, and then now we're still, just life has been lifing. But it's like a whole process. We have to do like a court amendment, like do an amendment for the change. There's like birth certificate stuff, like it's a lot, but since we were not married when we had the children, I strongly believed in hyphenating the names. With Zaire, because we were figuring things out. We did that more so together than separate. And Mezzi has been very involved. Like, I don't want him to not be connected to his children in that sense. I know how much that means to men. But it was, I wanted to hyphenate since I'm unmarried, and we are coming from two cultures, and we both have very like strong like viewpoints. So I really wanted my children's names to reflect that. Because it's funny for me growing up, people would be like, "Oh, do you consider yourself like Black or African American?" I'm like, I'm just American who happens to be Black. Like, I'm Black. I'm American, but like actually calling myself African American always felt weird. But it's crazy because my kids are first generation American on Mezier's side. So like my kids are actually like African American. That's a whole side note. I don't even know what I'm talking about that right now, but yeah, so that's that. I did a little quick Q&A. So I'm trying to like answer things and still kind of like make sense, y'all. Totally loving the DMV. I love the recommendations that everyone has been sending me. I'm still working on my list. I have my list. I'm actually working on my personal website. So like when I post my list, it makes sense. And I'm not just like posting random things. But yeah, keep sending the food recommendations, restaurants, Activities, kids' activities, date nights. I'm here for all of it. Yes, someone asked me, do I still want to learn to cook Nigerian food? Yes, I do. And they said I can help. Thank you, sis. I'm going to DM you because I'm always curious. I'm here to learn. And I watch things on YouTube. Like, everyone's like, oh, just go to YouTube and learn. But it's like, I want to talk to someone. I want to ask questions. Yeah, I'm trying to learn, not just emulate. And it's like I want to taste it from other people, like people who actually know what they're doing. Because if I'm cooking something and then I taste it, and I don't know what it's supposed to taste like I'm still just making up my own stuff. So that's kind of like my thoughts on that. So, sis, I will reach out to you. I'm here for it. I love learning how to cook like international and ethnic cuisine. So if anyone else has any dishes that they want to share with me, please do. What is my kid hammering? What's going on? Oh wow. Hey, that's mommy's good skincare. I need this one. Let's see. Ooh, this is an interesting question that I'm not sure I can answer, but I'm still gonna bring it out because maybe someone else can answer it in the comments. Someone asked, is the DMV a good area to find decent black men to date? Don't know. I found one out here. It was not traditional and it was not fun at first, but he's a good man. So they're out here. You just gotta find them, y'all. Is the DMV area a place for a single mom to relocate to? Family friendly? No, it's so interesting. At first, I was like, this city is not really like family oriented or it's not for kids. But to be honest, I'm really enjoying it for my kids. There's lots of parks. There's lots of little cool city that all the museums are here. If you're a resident, you can get free education. So I feel like there are opportunities to where if you are a single parent or just a parent who's trying to figure things out or build your family, there are a lot of resources here in the DMV and DC area. You just gotta, do your research, link with some locals and, search them out, but they're there. And let's see, what other kind of Q&A do we have on here? What art pieces would you own? Y'all, if you know me, I love art, and it's so funny because Messier is when we talk about art, he's like, I don't get it, I don't understand it, I don't see it. But little does he know, I want to collect art in life. Well, he knows, but yeah, I really want to collect art. I love paintings, I love abstract art, I love things that are expressive of the time. I also love sculptures, so I don't know what art pieces I would want to own, but I would just like to learn more about current artists and collect art in general for myself and my children. And then one of my favorite questions in life, what do you do for work? So that I was kind of I was talking about earlier, I didn't really have a plan. Y'all, when you pray and you do your work, you keep your head down, things happen. So I'll get into this in a later date just because I would like to wait for an official announcement, but I have joined a group out here, a project. I'm now a partner on a group of businesses in the DC area. And you'll be hearing a lot more about them very soon because they will be locations that you can visit, places that you can support. And yeah, I'm very, very excited to kind of see how my journey is unfolding out here in DC. My kids are happy. I'm happy. Messi is happy. I love watching his journey unfold. Yesterday, he went to Jersey for the day to go check out some properties for real estate properties. So it's nice because I feel oh, okay, there's my child. We are, as individuals and as a couple and a family, we're entering a new space of just growth and being able to support each other and grow together. So I am very appreciative of these moments and love the position that I'm in and the space that I'm in, and I feel very happy and I feel very fulfilled right now, which is a good place to be. I'm content with life, I'm not complacent. I'm not trying to force anything. Like, I'm literally just trying to take things day by day and just keep pushing through as keep pushing through. So I hope my little short Q&A kind of gave you guys some insight on what I have going on right now. I'm really excited to get back in the studio with Cheyenne and Shannon. I miss recording with them, and I just feel like the holiday season has been like a rough one to get through. Not just rough because of life, but just the schedules have been like rough, and we're all trying to get us adjusted. But yeah, I feel like I'm in a good place. So if you guys have any questions for me, if there's more that you want to know, I will be sharing more about my postpartum doula journey. Very excited about that. I'm going to start building a website out soon. If there's any web designers that are out there that would love to collaborate and work together, please send me your website, portfolios, DM me. Like, I'm here. I love working and meeting with new people. So yeah, that's a little wrap up of what I got going on right now. In terms of a WTF or advice, let's see. My WTF, it's not really a WTF, but it was just funny. So, like, I've been trying this new schedule with Boz where his dad takes him to school, and then, like, I'll walk to school with him. And it's like, I'll walk to school now. I'm pushing my stroller, and Zaire's in the stroller. And then Boz he likes his scooter, so he'll scoot home, or scooter home, whatever. I don't even know how to say it. So yesterday when I went to go pick him up, there was this yellow school bus in the front. And when I tell y'all, Boz had a full meltdown, and literally it took us 20 minutes to like walk one block because the boy wanted to ride the yellow school bus. And he was like, I want to take the yellow school bus home. And I was like, Boz, we live with you, like, you're not, we don't live far enough for the school bus. And he was like, he didn't understand. He didn't get it. But yeah, what's normally like a 15-minute walk ended up being like a 30-minute walk because I had this uber depressed kid on a scooter who was just really just beat up because he could not ride the yellow school bus. It was literally the short bus. So I love my little guy. But that's all I got for y'all this week. I can't wait to share more as my projects unfold. Because I will be looking to you guys for support, input. Like I could do some customer surveys on here, and just really get you guys engaged with what I got going on. So I'm really excited for that and all that I'm growing into out here, and embracing my life as it comes. So I love everyone. Thank you guys for your continued support. We will be back in the studio and get on our regular schedule again. Life has just been lifing, and we're adjusting with the times. Thank you. Everyone have a great week. Don't forget to listen, follow, subscribe, review, comment, tag a friend, tell your crew about the Think Loud crew. And you can find us at Think Loud Crew. And you can find me at rKyleLynn. And ciao. That's it. Adios.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Think Loud crew and being so faithful to our podcast. We so much appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great week. Peace out, you guys.